Bonaire National Marine Park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and encompasses all the waters around the island of Bonaire, as well as Klein Bonaire. I went for the first time last summer and was able to snorkel at 5 of the many dive locations on the island. In this video, I'll share my experience from the sites that took a little more work to the easiest to access. Just FYI, all of these sites are accessible, some just need a bit more work. I'll also take you with me to see an amazing bait ball. Hi, I'm Jane the Salty Siren. Welcome to my favorite place in the world, Bonaire.
Bueno, sí. Camina. Rico, rico, rico.
Before we get in the water, here are 3 helpful tips. Number 1, make sure you pay your STINAPA nature fee before entering the water. As of 2025, it is $40 and is good for 1 calendar year. I'll leave the website in the description box below. Number 2, use reef-safe sunscreen, and if you have it, use UPF gear such as sun-protecting leggings, a rash guard, etc. Follow the instructions and reapply as instructed. Don't be that person who uses sunscreen that is not reef-safe. Yes, we see you, and yes, we are definitely judging you. Number 3, make sure to properly sanitize your gear between dives to prevent the spread of stony coral tissue loss disease, or SCTLD. The reef will thank you. Okay, that's it. Let's go. Number 5, Sorobon. Sorobon is located on the eastern side near Loch Bay. It's a popular spot for good reason, and of the places we visited, it was the most crowded and touristy. We grabbed seats at Jibe City. The service and drinks were awesome, and our belongings were safe while we were in the water. This is a popular place for windsurfing, and Jibe City has rentals available. Close to shore here is not where you want to snorkel. You're gonna want to go all the way out to the breakers, about half a mile. It took us about 25-30 minutes of paddling, minding the windsurfers as you make your way. We went in August and it was hot, like Super Mario sun hot. If nowhere else, this is definitely a place where you're going to want sun protecting gear, in addition to your sunscreen. On your way out, you'll see a lot of broken coral, which was sad. But even here, creatures are making their homes and living their lives, so please don't be that guy that steps on the coral. We met this huge, adorably bashful porcupine fish there. Look at its big eyes. You know you're in the right place when you see these big boulder coral hosting vibrant communities of fish. There's lots of elk coral here as well, and you'll notice that the fish get bigger the closer you are to the breakers. At the end of the afternoon, we noticed groups of fish moving in unison looking for dinner. If you're hungry, make sure to visit the Carib food truck. The wraps were so good, we went back for seconds, and the tamarindo was chef's kiss refreshing. Number 4, Karpata. Karpata is located to the north of the island, past 1,000 steps down a stretch of one-way road. There's easy parking here, and the panoramic views are amazing. The only access to the water here is via that concrete slab you see there. No beach path, no steps, nothing. It's just you, that concrete slab, and the surf. Timing is important for entry, and it can be a bit tricky, but it's totally doable. If you have fancy fins like I do, just know they will get scratched, but it is totally worth it. I love Karpata because once you enter the water, you immediately are in reef, and you'll start seeing creatures and coral right away. Lots of gorgeous brain coral, boulder, finger coral, and sea fans. This honeycomb cowfish was my favorite sighting there. Not only are they gorgeous, but did you know they have a bony shell to protect them from predators? Pretty amazing, right? It was so fun to see the divers here too. Number 3, 1,000 steps. 1,000 steps is located to the north of the island. Parking here can fill up, but there is street parking as well. Just don't go too much further down the road, as the highway transitions to one-way only shortly past this, and you will have to drive all the way around to get back. True to its name, there is a set of limestone stairs going down to the beach. Don't worry, it's only 67 steps, not 1,000, so it's not that crazy a climb. Access is easy as entry is clearly marked on the beach. I loved it here. Have you ever heard the phrase fish soup? That's what this place is. It's a metropolis of tropical fish. Of the places I snorkeled, this site had the biggest sprawling patches of coral, just teeming with activity. This scrawled filefish's metamorphic ability to transform at the drop of a hat blew my mind. It literally looked like 2 different fishes at once. I also spotted this precious baby green sea turtle there. If you're lucky enough to see one in the water, please remember to be respectful and give them space. Number 2, Salt Pier. This site is a working salt terminal, and on some days you can see big ships coming to transport salt. Access is easy in and out through the beach. This is a fun site to explore. You want to take some time to look at the pillars where you'll find beautiful growths of corals and sponges. There's lots to see away from the pier as well. The blue on this peacock flounder was so bright it looked like it was glowing. It's hard to see because my GoPro was about to die, but I got to see a spotted eagle right here. I felt so lucky. Number 1, Delfins House Reef. We stayed at Delfins Beach Resort this trip, which had its own house reef. This was super convenient and accessible. In fact, when I return to the island this spring with my family, this will be the first place I take my kids snorkeling in Bonaire. Just walk down the dock outside Club Tropicana and go down the steps. Even here, you'll see bright damselfish poking around. I had a lot of fun exploring here. Does anyone else think parrotfish have a lot of personality? They are so entertaining to watch. There was beautiful coral here with interesting residents like these four-eyed butterfly fish and this trumpet fish. If the resort you're staying at has a house reef, I encourage you to explore it. If you spend enough time in the water in Bonaire, you may be fortunate enough to find a bait ball. A bait ball is when smaller fish school together as a defensive mechanism to protect themselves from bigger predatory fish. You can see the barjack darting through the ball to hunt. This is something I have wanted to witness in person my whole life. How many fish can you count? Just a note, if you are lucky enough to find a bait ball in Bonaire, please do not broadcast its location, especially online. Fishermen watch the online groups for this info, and we want to make sure to protect these fish. Bony coral tissue loss disease is highly lethal and fast spreading. To stop the spread of SCTLD, please properly sanitize your gear after each dive. It's suggested to soak in a bleach solution after each use. Stick to 1 diving area per day and avoid infected zones as shown on the map. Also, if you see trash in the water, please pick it up and dispose of it properly. Little actions do matter. Let's take care of the ocean so future generations can enjoy it too. When I was a little girl, I used to pore through the pages of National Geographic magazine, and I vividly remember the first time I saw underwater photos of Bonaire. I swore to myself I would go there someday, and last year that dream finally came true. Bonaire is a magical place and a shining example of what can be accomplished when community and governing bodies come together with a unified goal to protect a precious resource. If you have the chance to visit, please remember to be a respectful visitor. Environmental magic like this is so fragile and unfortunately rapidly fading from our world. Let's do everything we can to protect it for future generations to come. I hope this video was helpful to you. Which site was your favorite? If you have not already, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when I release a new video each week. Thank you so much to our travel agent Melody of the Passionately Curious Explorer for booking this very special trip to Bonaire for us. I'll leave her info in the description box below if you're looking for a travel agent to book your own trip to Bonaire. Thank you so much for coming with me on this journey. I can't wait to show you more. Thanks for watching. Be adventurous, be safe, and most of all, be kind. Bye.